Here's Brody Brazil.
What do the Sharks need to do in the offseason? And you know what I've realized? So much of this starts with naming a general manager. Now, that's on ownership. That's on the front office. And they're already on this. Make no mistake. They're not thinking, should we do it? No, they're literally already on the search. And quite honestly, maybe it's been in the back of their mind as this process has played out. And I just want to take another opportunity to wish Doug Wilson the very best in his health and with his family. And knowing Doug for a long time, for somebody of that dedication to step away, you understand that what he's going through needs his full attention. So that being established, I think it all starts with naming a GM, because what's the status of Bob Boughner and the coaching staff? It's not impossible that they stay around, and in my opinion, they've deserved the opportunity, but I also understand that a front office might want to hire a general manager who wants to bring in their own people as a coach or a coaching staff or as an assistant GM, or it's a tricky scenario, right? You're bringing somebody in to be a leader, but if they're really going to do their job, they probably want their own autonomy and say and get their preferences met of who their people are. So, again, once you get to that point, then you have decisions like this to make, for example. Among the many decisions to make, how about 3 goalies right now? Kähkönen is an RFA, right? So you have to re-sign him, even if you're not going to keep him or obviously 3 goalies, but he's an RFA, so you have to take advantage of that. You cannot let him slip. You traded a player just to get him. But then you also have Adin Hill, and you've got James Reimer. Now, they're under contract through next season, through the end of next season. But what are you going to do? You're not going to carry all 3. Reimer has been the most consistent. He's also the veteran of the group. Does that leave you with choosing between Hill and Kähkönen, or do you start from scratch in a different direction? Marc-Andre Fleury says he wants to play another year. I'm just throwing that out there, and I really don't even know where to start on that specific thing. But that's something that a next GM has got to make that decision, and you can't even have that decision until you have the next GM in place. So it's a catch-22 here, because I really want the Sharks to take their time to do an exhaustive search to figure out who their next GM is going to be, and hopefully the person they install, they can be around another 19 years like Doug Wilson was, right? The less transition, the less turnover at that position for the Sharks or any pro sports franchise, the better. But here and now, if you're asking me what needs to happen, it starts there. Now, I know what you were probably saying is, well, what moves does that person make? I don't know. What's going to be their handling of some of the Sharks' bigger long-term contracts? There's also going to be a ton of players, I think, knocking the door down to play next year. Bordeleau, he's already here. Eklund has already been here. Weisblatt, are they ready? Making decisions on that. And this is going to be a person coming in from the outside. So they're going to have to do a lot of quick reading, reacting, judging, trusting scouts to make these ultimate decisions. And again, there's just so much up in the air. So it wouldn't be fair for me to tell you, well, I think they ought to trade this player, do this, do that, no, sign this person. No, I have no clue. I really don't. But I know where it needs to start. And I know that's being obvious, but I said that the catch-22 is, I want the Sharks to do an exhaustive search and take their time and find the right person, but I also want them to get to business and figure out who this person is early in the offseason so that they can get to work and do the best appropriate job.